According to a proverb, order can be created out of chaos. Everything is coming to completion in the footage that we have today. Over the course of the past few years, we have been discussing something that is currently taking place. First things first, it appears like you are looking forward to having our Gary Gensler folks be the ones to hold your feet to the fire. In light of the fact that he is scheduled to appear in front of Congress tomorrow, it is going to be very crucial to see what occurs after that meeting. Nevertheless, as the argument for Ripple is about to come to a close, you should look into this. Guys, this is the reason why something is brewing. Okay, this was tweeted out by the European Central Bank today. What exactly is it that the CBDC is talking about? Two new systems, one for payments and another for furnishings. Shall we go? I would appreciate it if you liked today's video. Euro in digital form, this would be a sort of digital currency that is accessible to all individuals and would be accepted everywhere inside the Euro region. The member of the executive board says all parties involved, including customers, business owners, and financial institutions, would reap the actual benefits of this. Could you take a look at that? When the Digital Euro Association was founded in 2022, it also became a partner with Ripple. Right, supporting partners to jointly work on a central bank digital currency. However, I don't know whether this is still in place, guys. What we do know is that this is where the world is sending towards, right? So cryptos and CBDCs, this is where we are heading. Despite the fact that the institutions are currently consuming Bitcoin and making it entirely centralized, it appears that a lot of people are criticizing the lovely guys and they say that Bitcoin should be used. Let's have a look at what they have to say about it. This communication comes from the European Central Bank, and it is important to keep in mind that this is one of the most important banks in the world. Alright, one of the most important puppets. HMM with regard to the Finnish system as a whole. Guys, let's fast forward to the year 2030 and suppose that you are traveling to Spain to watch the Football World Cup. You are not able to use Alipay to pay for the beverage that you want to purchase. It is not as far-fetched as it may appear that this situation could occur. In the summer of this year, the only ways to purchase tickets for the European Football Championships that were held in Germany were through the use of Chinese or American forms of payment. Is it possible for you to conceive of a scenario in which the National Association of Sports Executives (NACE) is in the finals of the American Football League, for instance, and there is no American method of payment available? The Euro system will, of course, continue to ensure that individuals in Europe are able to pay with cash. Nevertheless, currency is becoming less and less popular as digital payments and internet shopping become more prevalent. You guys are absolutely right about the demise of what the current financial system is doing, and you are also right about the rise of a new financial system that is more digital. For instance, an increasing number of individuals are purchasing their groceries online, while at the same time the proportion of businesses in the Euro area that do not accept cash has been growing at a significant rate. That's true, you don't say guys, do you? For such a long time we have been discussing this situation and how XRP will make it easier for people to make payments across international borders, right? In the new monetary system, it will serve as the most important component. However, payments are made on a daily basis. They keep talking about this digital idea, and I can't help but imagine that they might be talking about some other coin. Imagine that you were unable to make payments using digital methods. Indeed, we require a robust digital payment system that is all our own. It is possible for us to accomplish this by bringing the money issued by the central bank into the digital age through the implementation of a digital euro, which is a digital form of currency that is issued by the central bank and is accessible to all individuals within the Euro area, gentlemen. A CBDC. Is this what they are saying, guys? Basically, right, a new financial system as a whole. Is that what they are saying? After that, they have stated that the advantages for the people of Europe are all of these things. Do you agree? This is lunacy, and these are the ways in which things will get more efficient and other things like that. Alright, a new set of prospects for business owners, including digital financial inclusion and other such topics. Have a look at this advantage for financial institutions if you go down here. Banks will also gain, particularly in a payment landscape that is rapidly expanding and in which new participants, particularly large technology companies from outside of Europe, are progressively entering the market. In exchange for the services that they provide, the banks would receive compensation, and the Euro system would be responsible for covering the expenses associated with the digital Euro scheme and infrastructure. At full speed, the project preparation phase is underway. Gentlemen, it all began in the year 2021. It is interesting to note that the Governing Council of the European Central Bank will make a decision by the end of 2025 regarding whether or not to proceed to the subsequent phase of the project. Do you agree? In the absence of a conclusion regarding the adoption of the Legislative Act, the Governing Council will not make any decisions regarding the issuance of a digital euro. Exploration of retail CBDCs taking place in countries all over the world. Take a look at this. Gentlemen, we have to begin moving quickly. What a bizarre thing this is, right? You guys are completely insane. Wow. As it turns out, it is coming right. In a sense, all that is required of them is access to a catalyst. Nevertheless, what questions might you have? Extra VOD, what are you going to use? Will it be a single digital currency or will it be a combination of several? The one that I am certain about, in my opinion, is the one that there is no Finnish guidance in this. More evidence suggests that JP Morgan is the culprit. Bank of Deutsche Bank and Goldman Sachs. When it comes to payments, Deutsche Bank and other financial institutions are adopting Ripple technology and utilizing XRP. It is emphasized in the materials that banks who fail to adjust to this situation are being overwhelmed by fintech disruptors. This is something that a number of prominent investment banks, including as Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, and JP Morgan, are aware of, and as a result, they are bolstering their attempts to maintain their independence by providing financial support to the company xrp+ripple. The startup's goal is to build global standards for blockchain technology and financial services. Right now, on the other hand, infrastructure players like Swift, which are considered to be third-party entities, might be in a better position to capitalize on this market because of their position. Also, in order to broaden their scope, financial services companies are concentrating their efforts on blockchain companies like Ripple Labs. Alright, you guys could also play significant roles in this. Could you take a look at that? Within the context of the links between XRP and XRP, Ripple Labs and Ripple. If they do not, new technology and competitors in the fintech industry threaten to shove banks out of a field that they have historically dominated. This means that the banks must either accept new technology or they will perish. They are surpassed by a fresh player, is that correct? Even if it were a new gamer. When it comes to taking preventive measures, banks have an option. At the very least, they should provide the plumbing that will allow them to open the tab and switch these on whenever the demands of the customers alter. To summarize, there is no need for banks to be resistant to change, as stated by one of the bankers that we polled. You guys should constantly be prepared for destruction. Do you agree? Inevitably, it will take place. Exactly the same. They just revealed it to us, gentlemen, right in front of our eyes. In plain sight, to put it literally. Do you agree? The unification of protocols and interfaces, as well as the improvement of the efficiency of the synchronization of joint databases, should unquestionably be carried out whenever both of these things are feasible. Please have a look at these examples of systems that are very centralized. I don't know about that, but our names, such as RIP1 and/or some projects of the R3, both have a strong opportunity to good chance of replacing parts of the existing financial infrastructure, men. I don't know about that. Could you please take a look at that? To put it another way, they are effectively stating that the system needs to be changed, and that someone needs to take the place of another guard, and that the new guard will be cryptocurrency. As a result of initiatives such as Ripple Ledger, which is a new stable bridge currency, the International Monetary Fund IMF and the World Economic Forum WEF are able to liquidate trillions of dollars worth of money that is held in reserve in foreign pre-funded accounts. This provides a stimulus to the wider economy, which is precisely what is required in these challenging times. Consequently, all of these things are taking place. And if you watch this movie, you will see that banks all around the world are about to do this. The reason why the typical person won't hear a word about the story until it is clear to almost everyone is because the Americans will not understand it until they realize it. On the other hand, by that time, it will be too late. Central banks all around the world are making preparations to transition to digital currency in the coming months. They are about to be reset and overhauled by a new sort of technology called fintech, which is an abbreviation for financial technology. Bank of America, Chase, Citi, and Wells Fargo are all examples of financial institutions that are due to undergo this change. As a result, I believe that the transition takes place over the collapse, guys, because you would want the world to be in disarray, okay, like this right here. Take a look at what's going on, folks, right? According to Elon Musk, I am fairly certain that I witnessed this sequence in the Joker. Take a look at that, I'm sorry, there is already agree. At deal of unrest in the world right now, folks, do you agree? This is the United States of America, do you agree? According to Vladimir Putin, Western elites eventually became accustomed to stuffing their stomachs with human flesh and their pockets with money over the course of several centuries. This swarm of vampires is about to reach its conclusion. Get ready. This is the time for what? Put the money and the food in circulation. Guys, this means that there will be no unfair advantage. This is essentially what he stated. What is the reason for China's request that its citizens leave Israel as quickly as possible? Since this was the next thing that was going to happen, men. People have a tendency to believe that order may emerge from chaos. The implication of this Freemasonry quotation is not that order can be created out of disorder. Specifically, it indicates that the situation will be manufactured into a state of chaos in order to accomplish a particular goal, and then the situation will be engineered once